What's up, guys? This is Bow Tie Strategies. So this is a set of videos that basically shows you some of the cool stuff that I've done in the classroom that I think really help kids learn, and some of the stuff I see as an instructional tech coach out in schools. So what we're going to do today is I'm actually going to show you how to use Google and Symbaloo together to do digital choice boards. Because one of the best things about tech in the classroom is to use choice boards, to use it to do choice boards where I don't have to be in a copy room forever and ever and ever. Amen.
All right, guys, so we're going to show you how to use Symbaloo to create digital choice boards. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Symbaloo.com and I'm going to sign into my account. You can sign in a whole bunch of different ways. If you click that show more, you could have set, there's a show more button on there right underneath login with Google and Facebook that you can sign in a whole bunch of different ways. But so I'm going to get boards that look like this. To create a new board in Symbaloo, I'm going to come up to create a new web mix in Symbaloo. I'm going to come up and click this little plus sign over here in the corner. I'm going to name it Demo Choice. Click Add. And now I've got an empty space here. So the way to add Google Docs, so this is basically a choice board. And so what you're going to do is you're going to add a Google Doc that can have the assignment directions. You can also add other stuff to it and create a folder and then kind of set the choice board up on this little web mix any way that you want and organize it any way that you want. And really this becomes pretty easy to add Google and even Microsoft to it where kids can access those docs and find the directions for their assignments. So the way that you would add a Google Doc is I'd go and click Add Tile. I click Create a Tile. And then I flip over here to Google, and I have this Google Doc here. I've already set the sharing settings right so that anybody can view it. And all I'm going to do is copy this address. I'm going to take it back over to Symbaloo, pop it in, and then I can come down here, and it should come up where now I can name it if I want. I can decide what kind of picture I want it to be. There's a lot I can do with that. And I think when you do a choice board too with docs, it's always good to show the title so kids can know what that doc actually is. Something went wrong in Symbaloo. That's never good. We'll just leave it like this. You can adjust the images, especially if the network is working the way it should, but that's the way it looks. And if you notice right here, it says embedded. And so now what that means is that within Symbaloo, that doc's going to pop right in Symbaloo. So all you have to do is get this web mix out there for kids to see and use and put it somewhere like an LMS or a website where the kids can access it. So I'm going to hit save. And so now what I have is I have that doc that's going to pop right in Symbaloo. So imagine if that's your assignment directions. The other thing I can do here with these docs is I can hit create a tile, and so if it's something that requires the kids to go to a website too, I'm just going to use CNN to make it easy. I add CNN.com on the next tile. I click save, and what I can do is I can actually move it over that, and I can create a folder just like I would in the App Store. Now, as far as Word documents, if you're in a Word District 1, I'm sorry for you. Just kidding. But as far as Word documents are a little bit different because with Word documents, it does not actually embed them. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to go find me a good old-fashioned Word document. We're going to open this one right up. I'm going to come over here to share. So we're going to go anyone with the link can view and edit. We're going to get the copy of the link. We're going to take it back over to Symbaloo. Pop that link in. That's not the right link. Oops. We're going to copy the link. Copy. Forgot a step. Come back here. Pop that link in. And so now the difference here is that it's actually pulling it up, but it's pulling it up as a website instead of an embed, which means it's going to kick it out to 365 in order to view it. So if I click here, it is actually going to open a new tab instead of me actually viewing the docs within Symbaloo. So you can do it with Word too. It's not as clean to me because it pulls up another tab, but you can definitely do digital choice boards in Word with Symbaloo as well. And what all this kind of looks like in the end is this is a really grand version because this ties into some differentiated workflows where all the assignment directions are. But you can go and you can use this web mix and you can drop it on a website or drop it on your LMS. And now you have a digital choice board that's pretty easy to view and the kids can find what they need. And so to share those out in Symbaloo to your website or your LMS, all you would do is click share. And then you come up here, you can type in a description and click share my web mix. And really this is going to depend on what kind of website you have. If it's a website or LMS, if it's one that takes HTML embed, to me the way to always go is with the embed code, where I can take this gobbledygook computer code and I can put it on my LMS or website and it's going to pop on that LMS or website so the kids can find it easily. Or what you can do, and that's actually, I updated my web mix. Let's go back here and I can show you, or you can take the link and you can pop that link anywhere and you can actually share on Google Classroom now pretty easily. So that's kind of the basis of how to structure these and how to add these in as digital choice boards and use Symbaloo for that. There's a lot coming on the Symbaloo front. They're going to combine their learning paths with this to kind of, and so you should see some changes come June-ish. But yeah, it's a great way to present choice to kids, and that way you don't have to live in the copy room.